Hello guys, welcome back. Today is 79th day of our 100 days of challenge of Adobe, and today we are going to make this. Not going to make, I have already made it. Just going to show the workflow. So, let's get started. So, here we are in Animate. Uh, today's tutorial means today's video is not going to be a tutorial because this animated uh, vector animation in Adobe Animate I have just doing trial and error method today. I haven't intentioned that to make a full tutorial on it, but just I was working on it for assignment work, and I just found out that it really comes out good. So I think I should make a workflow tutorial on it. How was the workflow, which tools I used, because the most of the work was just 3 to 4 hours all the work, because I didn't know much about Adobe Animate. I was just trying to use different tools, and this finally get the output. The result was good from my opinion. Just that's why I didn't recorded it, because I don't know how much time it will take. So then I will think, let's make a workflow tutorial just showing what tools, what keyframes I used. So let's get started. Firstly, I have downloaded the vector truck in AI file. There is too many websites from which you can download 100% royalty free vector objects, vector cars, anything. I have downloaded this vector car from Prepic website. I will give the link in description. You can just go and download it. It's 100% free, no sign in. You can download some of the limited files without signing. So I have downloaded this. It was a full from all the sides, the front view, back view. I just isolated this one, and it was all in one group. So what I did, I just select the tires layer, all the layers, cut them from the original layer, make a new layer, and paste the tires on it, because I need the tire on different layer. Like this, as you can see, the tire is on different layer, and all the object is on different layer, and the back tire is on different layer. I have made 3 layers like this, different, because it will import 3 different layers in Adobe Animate as well. So this was about the main car. Same for the background. Watching some reference images from Pinterest and other websites, I just came out with this good looking desert. It also suits our car color and other things. So I created some mountains like this. I have created some mountains, just a vector cartoonist mountain, and some strokes with this blob brush tool. You can just select it and drag and draw it. It will directly create a vector shape. It will not create a brush stroke. It will create a vector shape. So I use that because it will give me a nice gradient look, something like this. Yeah, and I have just created the canvas size 1920 by 1080. Then I created a foreground, this layer, a foreground layer, this, and I have created also this another square shape, and I have applied, as you can see, zigzag to it with 3 pixels of size and 100 reach per segments. I will tell why I have created this on different layer as well when we go in animate. So I have created this one layer, the cactus, and mainly the BG, like this. So I have saved the file in 1920 by 1080. I will also tell the reason why we go in animate. Then I open the animate, go to file, import to stage. You can import to library. It will be imported in library here, like this AI file, and you can just drag and drop it here, but I directly imported it to the stage you can just go select the AI file, open. Okay, it will take some time because it's too much heavy for now. Yeah, like it will come here now, like this. As you can see, all of the, you can select which layers you want. It will create each of the path also different, so it's up to you what did you want, how many layers you want. That's why we have created different layers on different objects on different layers, so you can get them differently, like this 4 different layers. And I just keep the settings default, place objects at original place, because I have created the canvas size in Illustrator 1920 by 1080. That's why the original position same. The canvas size in Animate is also same HD, and just click on import. So I imported it. All of the things were already placed as it is. Let's just isolate the background for now. Okay, I have imported all of these here, and now I will show what I have done with that wave animation work. So here it is, here is the wave. So firstly what I do, I will make all of the layers, add keyframe set here, just click on here and insert frame. It will create a all between frames up to here. I have created it for all the layers. Then what I do, select this layer, the wave layer. I have selected the wave layer, this one, and what I do, I have created a classic twin for it, and at the first keyframe I place it here, and at the last keyframe I drag it all over to the right. And after doing that, I just right click on it and create a mask. And if you look closer, watch here, you can see a waveform like the ground is moving. That's because the wave layer is moving, and all of the objects below, we have done the wave layer mask for our foreground here. So all of the things which are covered by the wave area get masked here. And as we have applied wave to it and animated it, that's why it's looking like the ground is moving in wavy form. So here's a cool technique of masking, just you can use for many. Then I have selected the mountains, applied shape twin to them, just trying different things, applying shape twin, classic twin to different things. Like I have also make them graphic symbol by right clicking them and convert to symbol and select just graphic symbol. Just if you need to edit them inside, but I don't need them because I already make them perfect in Adobe Illustrator. So I have just then animated it, like at the first keyframe the position is all of the mountains position is here, and at last frame I just made them little bit new inside at here because I need some parallax effect. That's why just a little bit, as you can see, because they are too long from the scene, from the camera. That's why they will move too slower because they are too big in size. So this is the parallax effect, just a little bit. Then I have selected the cactus layer, also applied shape twin to them, animating from one position to the second position like this, only making them animate by one position to second position. Then I duplicated it, and for this firstly I have make them a graphic symbol, so it will come in library. And if you need to duplicate them without the animation applied, just drag them from the library. It will create a new object directly which is not linked. And if you duplicate it from here, if you change the values here of animation, it will also change here because they are linked, just duplicate of this. So I dragged it from here and applied motion twin to it. Here you can see I have applied motion twin to it, a simple line, just for trying different things, what all of the twins work like, the motion twin, shape twin and classic twin. That's why you cannot apply shape twin to the graphic symbol, remember that. You can just apply the classic twin and motion twin to the graphic symbol. You cannot apply the shape twin to the graphic symbol. And as you can see, the cactus, I have made some of the cactus too small because they are long in distance, and at the first and last frame, means before animating them, I have gone to properties, and here in properties I have selected the alpha and just increased its alpha just a little bit to give it a smoky effect, as it is too long, it is not visible too much, and the objects are closer to camera. As you can see, this big cactus, it's moving fast, and things which are longer from the camera, which are smaller, I have animated them slowly, as you can see, just a little bit. And for this one, it's too big, just to have a parallax effect. This is the parallax effect. So we are done here with the background. So I have imported the car. Then here I have imported again with the same style which we have imported the background. Go to import, select the layers which we have did differently already. So just I have deleted the back tire because I don't need it here, that's why. So then I just select the wheels, place the car in center, and converted it into the graphic symbol by right clicking it, convert it to graphic symbol, and just go in graphic symbol, select the layer, and I converted it into the motion twin. And at first keyframe, and at the last I have added a keyframe here, insert frame, and after clicking on that frame, right click on it and go to insert keyframe, and I had add rotation to it, a rotation keyframe, and just selected the last keyframe, and here you will get a rotation panel, and I have just rotated it 10 times. So from first keyframe to the last 45th keyframe, it will make 10 rotations automatically. You don't need to add between keyframes like this. 10 keyframes you can add how many times just you want to increase the speed, and like this. And here you can see these between keyframes are position keyframes. Have animated just a little bit upward and downward like off-road. As you can see the waves, that's why just manually I have done it. Just take some pixels up on on y-axis. Same for these all of the keyframes, just taking it up and down manually. Just no need to be perfect, just up and down. Same for the car also, converted it into graphic symbol, applied motion twin to it, and I have created just 7 to 8 frames here like this. I have just created 8 frames, and after coming back, if your main layer here is too much long, then it will loop automatically. As you can see, it's looping, so no need to do it all the way up to your last keyframe. I have just created some keyframes and it is looping already. I have also added the shadow, just a circle ellipse tool by creating it, converted it into graphic symbol again, and just same, but here I have added the shape twin because it was a shape directly created from it, and just animated its position between 3 keyframes. First this, second one small, making it small, and I adjusted its anchor point to here because it's going to squeeze like this, and at last keyframe again make it smooth and bigger, and same as if you created all the way up layer to this, it will loop automatically like this. So now the car is also animated, and the smoke I don't think I was going to do, but I just do it. Firstly, what I have done, okay, I will show it in the, because I also created it graphic symbol. So what I have done, firstly just create a single layer like this. You can just press Alt and click on the eye to isolate the layer. So I have just created shape twin for it, for the circle. At first frame the circle is too much small. Some frames ahead I have increased its size and also change its position something to like long here, and at end again I have taken it away from the scene and make it small. So we have just a single circle doing this animation like here, just this, not too much. And after that I have selected it, right click, duplicate layer, because we want the same animation for it. So I don't just drag it from the library and animate it again, I just duplicated it. It has the same animation here, and just I select all of the keyframes and drag it by selecting here just a keyframe ahead. So if you see, the animation is playing something late, this second layer's animation, because it is placed a keyframe ahead, that's why. And by selecting all of these keyframes, I have just changed its position little bit up. You can also rotate it. I have just changed its position just a little bit. Again I duplicated it, same, change its position, take it 2 frames ahead like this here. Same for the fourth layer, and just I have do it. After doing coming here till here, then I select all of the layers, right click on it and duplicated layers. So duplicate it and just drag it forward, do it 2 more times until it cover our last frame like this. So we have something smoke animation just a little bit like this. We are not going to animate too much layers because it will make you just go crazy and make the file heavy. So like this, just repeating the animation, I have done it. Yeah, I also got the question that why can't we loop it like we do before for the wheels, just create one time and just create up to here, don't need to duplicate it, we can just loop it. But what happens, as you can see, the smoke is not over and the second smoke is up to come. If you loop it until this smoke layer is not end, the second one is not going to start. That is the loop, because when the it ends and starts again. So that's, if it ends then it's going to start, but we don't need smoke like that, it will create a gap between. So we just wanted a continuous smoke, that's why I created like this up to end. And after coming out, I have just selected the layer again, I have just selected the animated layer again and just duplicate it couple of more times, 4 times, and again adjusted its position and keyframes, take it 1 1 2 2 keyframes ahead like this. So we have some continuous animation here like this. And to make it more dense, I have firstly placed all of them into a folder to make it convenient, and just duplicated the folder and change its position and scale size. And now we have this cool smoke animation. like this, just nice. Now you can see we have this cool animation of car, off-road car in desert. You can see the smoke is really looking good, and at last I have added the haze, just a desert haze in the ground. For that, what I have done, I have make a square. It's too big square, as you can see here, and I have added a gradient fill to it. From here you can add gradient fill it here, gradient. I have added a radial gradient, and at the first point I have selected a light lime yellow color, and at the end I have selected white color and decrease its alpha all the way to 0. So it will create a effect like this, alpha at the end, a transparent layer like this. And for that, how I animated its transparency. So I have added also here classic twin it. To first I have added a classic twin, and after adding that, at first keyframe in properties, just a minute, for here, at first keyframe I have make it alpha to none, and at some keyframes ahead I have make on the alpha layer and just make it to 0%, all the way to 0. As you can see, after doing 0, it's getting disappear effect like this. At first frame the alpha is 100%, and some keyframes ahead the alpha is all the way 0. For adding keyframe, just click here, it will add keyframe between the classic twin, and after place some keyframes later, I have just do the same process but just a reverse. Added a keyframe, make the alpha settings to 0 again, and at the last just make the alpha to 100%. It will automatically make the style none, because the alpha is all the way 100%, and it will effect like this, fade in and fade out, and it will create a nice bokeh effect, a haze. It will also help to just minimize the jump cut here. As you can see, the jump cut is happening here. Just a minute, I added a keyframe here again. You can just drag it here all the way. For here alpha, let's make it 0. Yeah, done. And now you can see it's hide the jump cut little bit, like here. You can just press Ctrl and enter to add a SWF preview. It will take some time to render. As you can see, we have this, it's hiding the jump cut really good, and it come out really good, the whole animation. I was just not expecting this, how it works or not, but it worked nicely. Yeah, I know there are some queries, but it's looking good. So just a try to be a 2D animator also. So that's it for today. If you have some questions, like if you have some ideas, or if you have some doubts like how the smoke really works, if you want a detailed tutorial on it, just write down in comment box, I will make it. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like the video if you understand how does the animation work here, how to make a cool looking parallax effect of animating vehicles and other things. So don't forget to like the video. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe the channel. If you don't know what the 100 days challenge I am doing, so just go and watch the previous videos, or read the link in description, watch the playlist link in description. Just click on it and see all of the videos. There are Adobe Illustrator tutorials videos, artwork videos, same for the Photoshop tutorials as well as time-lapse artworks. Same for the After Effects. After Effects there are no time-lapse, because what is the use of time-lapse in After Effects? They are all tutorials, just go and watch it. So let's meet tomorrow again. Till then, stay safe, take care, and keep watching the channel.